Yes, you know, before all of us is death we're afraid of now. You don't hear when the bishop is talking. He said he was flying over a country. He said he just spoke and the government disappeared of that thing. So yes, you can imagine. Yes, when it just nowadays when I just listen to him or listen to all these pastors, I just shake my head. In fact, I'm tempted to say it's mental illness. I mean, how can you say you spoke and the government, the next thing? Why not speak to Boko Haram in Nigeria?
No, what about the Chibok girls?
Exactly. I mean,
we really want those girls back.
No, maybe I want him to speak to Nigerian government now. What did they happen? Why is it only for foreign?
Exactly.
Thank you.
All the parties
maybe it could resolve our leadership problem now.
Yeah, we just.
Do you know how many times? I just now remember how many times you're listening to the bishop and he's cursing. He said, "I cursed Boko Haram. I cursed the sponsor."
Every year.
But I still people till today now.
Every year he's declaring prayer and fasting. Prayer and fasting. The thing not the work.
Zone. Every prayer and fasting. This they will share message. Viewer said this.
They will die this time. Anybody that is against God will die. They know they die, oh. And they are declaring another one. And people are not even questioning that. In fact, somebody told me that last week that Oyedepo just declared another prayer and fasting. That all the people who are destroying this country, all these people will die last week or this week even. So I went to the internet. I wanted to find that declaration. You know what I was finding? I found one for last year. I found one for the year before. I found one for every year. He's been declaring. So this man is an expert in declaring something that doesn't come to pass, and nobody is asking questions.
Yes, the question we should ask ourselves is look at the morals, the value system. Now, I remember many years ago when you hear somebody is born again, you tell this one is born again, You say forget it, forget bribe, You say forget your file is on the born again deaths. You say forget it though. It must follow due process. So just say what we should ask ourselves is what happened? What happened in the last 30 years where born again was synonymous to uprightness, due process? It will not, even if he looks poor, they say, if you see the person that is born again, whether rich or poor, the person is upright. So what happened over the years where Christianity no more developed our morals, more developed
people
our
stopped
values?
Preaching Christianity, people started building their empire, and they started preaching their own God, the God of Mammon.
Exactly. So, I just say there's a lot to say, but thank you very much. I mean, we are still listening. So even if some of us don't call in, we listen. Sometimes we can't catch live. So, we are following.
Thank you, John.
We're listening, and we're still talking to a lot of people. We're trying to convince a lot of people. It's tough work. That's why I respect you. Yes, this job you're doing, I mean, sometimes it's like you should just use something that hits their head and break it open and put the truth inside. Because some people, it's like they don't. Let's say that some people, it's like you're like this thing is, and the worst of it all is those who live in developed countries. You can see these things koro as in developed countries practice, and that takes me to the point of who. People bragging about Christianity, meanwhile, the basics, love your neighbor as yourself, the basic, how you treat strangers, the basics, how you treat strangers, all those things. Yes, sir.
John, may I come out in the next 10 minutes, so I go let you go.
All right, okay, yes, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.